Hello, and I hope you're doing okay. If you're here for a laugh and a bit of silliness, click on the green screen holiday link that I am pointing at, and I'll see you there. If you're ready to have a bit of a serious chat, what I want to talk about this week is the rhetoric that I'm hearing from both sides of the political spectrum about the idea that there's a balance, that we need to get the economy up and running as soon as possible. Because, think about the human cost if we don't. Think about the lives that will be lost. This using of human beings as a sort of shield for the economy, this human shield. It's like taking hostages, like let the economy start, otherwise this guy gets it. The thing is, right, nobody ever says this when we're talking about companies that avoid tax. We never go, well, if they don't pay their taxes, think of the human lives that will be lost. There is no doubt that more money coming into our system enables us to save lives. But suddenly, when in order to do that, we've got to let other people die from coronavirus, we've got to weigh these two things up. But when some billionaire won't be able to buy a yacht, we couldn't possibly impose our human shield arguments on that. We couldn't possibly point out the cost of that. The principle behind it is it's trickle-down economics. It's the idea that when there's more money in our society, there's more money for everyone. And of course, broadly across cultures, that is true. Richer cultures, on average, people are richer within them. But it's not a simple, straightforward correlation. There's much more to it than that. There's also huge variation between countries and cultures in terms of how wide inequality is. There are areas where people are supported much, much more than they are in the UK, and places where it's much, much worse. And that has a huge effect on human lives and on what goes on. And to me, this whole, we've got to bring the economy back because otherwise think of the human lives that will be lost. It's like when we went to war in Afghanistan for the benefit of women's rights, isn't it? What you mean is you want to sort out the economy because it's helping your Conservative Party donor mates, and rather than admit that, you're just looking round. Oh, look at Barry. He seems unwell. He definitely needs the money. It's ridiculous. Nobody was fooled last time and nobody's fooled now. If you want to boost the economy, get out and say that. But you're going to look like an asshole when doing so means killing people. And if you think that we need more money in order to look after people's lives and, all that stuff, well, guess what? Some of us have been saying that for years. Those of us who are campaigning against the horrific, needless death toll of austerity have been saying for years that we need to bring in more money and use it to protect people's lives. And in order to do that, close the tax havens or, just as a first measure, don't allow the companies that use them to cash in on the coronavirus support funds, as many other countries have done and we apparently are not going to do. Now go and have a laugh. Click, click, click. See you next week.